Hello, everyone.
Hi. Oh, do you know I've forgotten something again?
Oh. You've had all night.
You say hello.
Last minute prep. Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing? You might be able to hear the rain outside. We just had a massive thunderstorm. Hi, guys. Are you okay, mate? Charlie. Keep forgetting.
Charlie Gaz is his new name.
Oh, Charlie Gazzy. Oh, hello, Peels.
So we've got 7 on board with us, and we've got Gaz saying hello. Who else is out there with us? Hi, Bridget. Sorry I didn't come back to our conversation earlier, love. I've got our Oscar staying over for the weekend, so I've been a bit run ragged trying to fit everything in, hon.
Hi, Bridget.
It was nice to hear from you, though. When you said cruise, and I thought you had your arm out the window trying to pick up dudes along the way. She said I've been out cruising today. Yeah, it makes a change.
We thought we'd make an effort.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Yeah, we've had a pretty relaxed afternoon today, haven't we, really?
Yeah. And then we just had a massive thunderstorm.
Oh, it's actually hit. We've got a wooden table outside, so anyone who grows vegetables will know about the slat tables that you hang your onions upside down into dry, or garlic or anything like that. So we have one of them, and at the moment we're using it for a wood cutter table, and the thunder's just hit it and scorched it. The lightning's just hit it and scorched it, really blackened it. But
bang.
Yeah, you've been trying to record it since, and it hasn't come back as vibrant, has it?
Hi, Caramel. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, that's fabulous. Hi, Caramel. That's fabulous, Gaz. Yellow star means 6 months. Yeah. Mr. Wallflowers is going to share the thunder and rain video to the members shortly. And we've been scratching our heads trying to think what can we do on there. Yeah, looks bright, that, doesn't it? Looks good. We actually, so we got your picture, Gaz. You look great in your t-shirt. We got Linda's back. Linda looks fabulous. She's the only woman we've seen so far. We've got Chaz's picture, so that's 3 of yous. But unfortunately, we still haven't spoken to Mother Wolf and been able to get her address, so I'm hoping everything's okay with her. Sure.
She works all the time.
Yeah. I'll get there. Get where, love? Where will you get, Charlie? Still loading up videos. Right. Is this of your cruising, Bridge?
What's the weather been like down there?
Well, Bridget's must have been lovely because she's been out all afternoon.
It's threw it down all week here. Apart from yesterday, it was hot, and then today it's been hot.
Well, we're having warm temperatures, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're just having the rain, and today is the first time we've had the thunder, but it's been overcast quite a lot, hasn't it?
Need a picker in the t-shirt. Yeah.
I thought we already had a picker and wearing the t-shirts. Didn't he send us one in the email?
No, I think.
Or was it just Linda's one?
We got Chaz and we got Linda.
Oh, sorry, guys. I thought we'd already received yours. That's what they all say. It wasn't me. Mistaken identity, missus. And you're displaying yours this evening, aren't you? That's Heather saying. It's so hot here, you can't breathe. Well, I cooked the evening meal tonight in the kitchen, and I couldn't be there to stand over the pot. I had the kitchen windows open, and I just couldn't bear it. It was all too much. Hi, Shelley, love.
Hi, Shelley.
What's Cameron saying? We had blue skies and 29-degree heat yesterday, but today the heavens opened. I could have swam in a puddle.
That's what we make here.
But this thunder might just creep up behind us again and explode, because I jumped out my skin. It was that loud.
I'm on the lightning hit.
And I make the typical women's sound, you know. They all laughed at me. Nothing new there. Shelley's saying, thunderstorm washed out our party in the park today. Oh, where were you, Shelley? Party in the park? Was it just to get together, or was a stand in the park kind of thing?
I think she's in Cumbria, isn't she?
I thought Shelley was she not in South Wales?
I'm sure she's in Cumbria.
Mm-hmm. It's been beautiful here all week. Pontypool. Yeah. I remember.
A few times.
Wow, sounds lovely.
And it was washed out.
And was it not political, but you know what I mean? Was it one of those things?
No, it's probably just like the local town. Fake thing, isn't it?
South Wales, I knew that. Yeah, I remembered. Was in the water fountain. Oh, lovely gas, yeah. Used to remember taking the kids for days out, and they'd run through those water fountains that had come up. Yeah, run through them. Yeah. Hi, Tessie, love. Lovely to see you. We're just talking about the weather we're having here, Tessie. It's really good temperatures we're having. And some people have got blue skies and having great days. We've got really nice temperatures, but we're overcast. And tonight, you can probably hear the rain in the background. It's been torrential, and we're having thunder and lightning spells. And one part of the lightning has actually hit a wooden table and scorched it in our garden. It's very hot here, very humid. Yeah, same here. We're proper clammy, aren't we?
We've got a fan on here next to us, so that's what you might be able to hear.
We've got this little fan blowing on us because, of course, we don't have, as a standard, what's it called, air conditioning or anything like that, because we barely ever need it. So it's not a typical thing you have in the UK, you know.
And they've had bad storms. You'd think they were engineering it, wouldn't you?
I know. Now, Mr. Wallflowers. They wouldn't do that to us, surely.
Have a look at HARP. HAARP.
Yeah, HARP. Is the HARP in Wales by you, Shelley? There's a HARP.
No, that was in North Wales.
Oh, was that in North Wales?
By Snowdonia.
Caramel's laughing. And we've got one more local to us, haven't we? Where's that?
And that was the most local one, the North Wales one.
Oh, is it?
But I think they said they shut it down now. But there's a couple of them in Alaska and South America. It's probably some in Europe now.
Do you know of any HARP near you, Tessie?
You don't know what it is, have a Google.
Yeah. HAARP. Well, I thought the same, rain harvesting. Definitely, Bridget, we know what's going on, don't we?
They spray the skies and then they hit us with it.
Well, hey, the plants need that chemicalised water.
We've got to eat the fruit that comes up.
Oh, I got a lovely punnet of strawberries yesterday. Really big, massive one, free of charge. Excuse me. So I'm going to make a recipe tomorrow. I'm either going to make a strawberry and rhubarb tart, or I'll make some jam with it. And we'll have that.
I thought you were doing pinwheels with
Well, we're going to do the pinwheels. I've got extra fruit, so we're going to do the pinwheels, and I'm also going to make the lemon curd. So I've got lemon curd on the agenda, fruit pinwheels, because Oscar's here and he'll want them as desserts, and some either a rhubarb and strawberry tart or some jam. There is a lot of strange things going on here, completely.
Been spraying there as well, but we can't prove it.
Yeah,
Everyone's
the
coughing.
ripples in the clouds and the shapes of them on the straight lines.
You're
Bridge.
coughing a lot as well.
Yeah. The eye on the sky is very interesting. Yeah.
All companies are taking advantage of the heat.
You will be.
Yeah, especially when you see all them lines across a clear blue sky.
You don't have straight lines in nature, so you shouldn't have straight lines in the sky. What Shelley's saying. On the plus side, my water bottle almost full first time for months. I can't empty mine. There's no sooner do I empty it than it fills up again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're trying to get rid of this water bottle. It's too big for us, but we can't seem to empty it.
But it's because our gutter's leaking as well.
Oh, Oscar's sat in the corner playing on his console. So if we look up to the right, Oscar's got
Playing
the
on
television
his
on, playing on his game in the corner. So sometimes it might just grab our attention. We're not being rude, Gaz. But if something gets our attention, it's Oscar sat there playing on his console. He doesn't miss a trick, does he?
You like Columbo?
It is half, Bridget. Let me just spell it in the chat for those. I know you know, love, but some people mightn't. So it's Haarp. If you're going to look it up, that's how it's spelled.
It was the military used it as a weapon. They used it in Vietnam and somewhere else, was it?
I can't think.
Well, that's where they first tested it, in Vietnam.
That's got two A's, he's got two eyes.
You were watching Columbo yesterday, weren't you?
We were, yeah. One more thing, sir.
And it wasn't just one episode, it was like about 10.
No, I watched
one after the
4.
other.
I wanted to relax and sit down and relax, so I watched 4 episodes of Columbo. You know, I have to sit here and sit through football and sit through console games and sit through all this. Every now and again, I'm allowed a bit of shut-off time. And if it's watching what you call rubbish, then I'm entitled to my share. Don't you agree, guys? It's not often I want to watch TV, so if I want to watch a bit of rubbish now and again. You said, no, I meant card. It's an anagram. Completely. We'll look it up. I've heard China have used it for rain for a long time. True. What game are you playing, Oscar? What's it called?
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, Charlie.
You into your games, Charlie?
Not my cup of tea.
No.
You used to play it many moons ago. You used to play FIFA with them,
FIFA with the
didn't you?
kids.
And then...
Once they could beat me, that was the end of it.
Well, prior to that, you had consoles since you were a
when
kid,
I was a
didn't you?
kid. Yeah.
What did you start off with?
Used to have the Atari when I was a kid. And Super Nintendo. And we got the Wii, didn't we?
Well, yeah, you had the Commodore 64.
Oh, yeah, the computer thing. With the discs.
And all the different games
Yeah.
on it. I used to have to sit there in our early days together and watch him playing golf on it.
No, you used to join in with the golf.
Well, I used to. It would be tongue hanging out trying to concentrate. There was golf, tennis. And you look at them now, they're so antiquated compared to the graphics they've got now. Yeah.
Oh, he's into Fallout at the moment. Do you play Fallout?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you like that one?
Yeah, that's all right.
Charlie,
plays
our
that.
friend here, he plays Fallout.
I like the old school game.
Like what, Bridget?
Frogger.
Hi, Jerry. You okay, love?
Daily Thompson.
You got your socks and your flowers. What's,
Oh,
what's Daley Thompson?
I said you come on past them.
Oh, yeah.
What colour did you pick?
I should imagine Jerry took the white ones and
Yeah. She might have took the blue ones and give the white ones.
she might have
Andrew.
done. Yeah.
So Andrew says, "Oh, I'm not wearing them. You can have them."
Oh, she gets both pairs. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing.
Pac-Man.
Horoscope skiing, Space Invaders, etc. I've not heard of
Not
the
a horoscope skiing.
No.
You still Space Invaders, Pac-Man.
You were right, she took both.
Oh, Andrew said.
Ladies' prerogative. You'll appreciate them with your boots on in the winter. No, I do. I have a few pairs she's knitted for me. I remember Pac-Man and the...
Munching Man. Yeah,
Do you know that one?
Pac-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Running after the ghosts.
On one of the first, I used to love Sonic. I used to play that with the boys. I used to like his red shoes and go around the loop. I really enjoyed Sonic. But when it got to
Super Mario.
when it got to Tomb Raider and the more difficult ones and stuff like that, I was like, I'll just go make the drinks. I'll play the woman now.
That other one with the cowboys and you used to shoot each
Sonic
other.
was great, wasn't it, guys? RuneScape. Well, I played that with them for a while, but they used to play it on the computer, so they collect the fish and the tools and things like that. They like that. That was one of your favourites, wasn't it, when you were younger? Well, Crawford. Oh, yours was Minecraft, wasn't it? Yeah. But Minecraft was basically just an updated
Same,
version of
yeah.
RuneScape, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I have to try and distinguish which one was which. I used to play certain games with one and then play different games with the other. I'd watch certain TV programs with one and watch different with the other.
Frogger
Read
as
certain books with one and read different with the other.
Frogger when you have to run across the road and get run over. And the traffic was all like flying past.
Just vaguely, but wasn't that a PC game?
Yeah, they come out on PC, but
On a disc.
before that it was on like Atari.
Jerry says, petite feet. There was a caveman game that you had to bop the woman over the head and drag her to a cave. The one before that was online, black and white tense.
Yeah, the ping pong.
Yeah. Hi, Yvette, love.
And when the very first time you seen that, you were like, wow.
We're talking about stages of computer games from the distance of when Mr. Wallflowers was young to what our lads play. Oscar's Visitors, and again this weekend. What's the game he's playing right now?
Assassin's Creed.
He's actually playing Assassin's Creed in the same room as us, just in front of us. And Gaz noticed it kept catching our attention. So we're just going through different consoles and different games we've played over the generations. Is that anything you played, Yvette, or any of your children or your partner played?
Grand Theft Auto was good.
I didn't like Grand Theft Auto, but wasn't that the one you try and beat someone up and drag them off the car and rob the car? I just thought, oh no, I don't like the look of that. Not my cup of tea. There's none where you're skipping in the field smelling flowers, is there?
Maybe there's a gap in the market.
Maybe there's only me and Tessa who'd buy that one. What's Shelley saying? I think was the first Nintendo handheld. Did you have a handheld Nintendo?
No, we had the DS.
We had all the generations of the DSs because the boys loved them. One game we used to always play as a family was Professor Green.
Layton.
Professor Layton. Professor Green was music, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Professor Layton with all the quizzes, and we'd all sit here as a family and try and work them
Yeah.
out. I used to love the Professor Laytons.
No, I never had a CPC. It
What was that?
must have been like a computer thing. We had the Amiga, I think, Amiga 500, Commodore
Yeah, and the Commodore 64.
64.
Oh, I know all about RuneScape. Our son loved that game, and then we liked Pac-Man or Donkey Kong. Remember Donkey Kong? Yeah.
And
What
Donkey Kong was the first one before Mario. That's what led on to Mario.
Yeah, because it's the same characters. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Hi, Carol, love. Lovely
Hi,
to
Carol.
see you, huh? Everybody, this is my friend Carol online who I go shopping with and that. Lovely to see you, Carol. Used to have Mega Drive with a Master System attached. Loved that. Clacks game.
I never had a Mega Drive.
Was that your own, Carol, or was it David's when he was younger?
Always been an Xbox and computer freak.
The boys loved them, but mine prefer the. They used to have PlayStations when they were younger and went through those, and well, Crawford did. Now it's the Xboxes. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about Atari, Carol. I used to have an Atari.
There was an Xbox, and people in our family would always be playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, that was great, that Mario Kart.
Well, you bought a Wii specifically, didn't you? So
Yeah.
everyone could play the Wii games, and on it, installed in it, was every Mario game that they could have.
Every Super Nintendo game.
Every Super Nintendo game. Yeah, it was fabulous. We never bought the attachments, the rackets and that. We just use our hands and simulate it and that. But yeah, we did lots on the Wii.
Snoopy tennis.
Handheld anyone. It's probably 35 to 40 years. Showing your age now, Shelley. The Sinclair ZX Spectrum.
Yeah, I remember them. I didn't have one of them. Caramel with Professor Layton.
Yeah, it was fabulous. I'd love to have that little DS myself now to play the Professor Layton. Some of them were mind-bending questions because you really have to concentrate. Yeah, they were good.
Out the box.
Oh, Shelley's saying hi, Carol. Hi, Devon Steve. Lovely to see you, home. And Mrs. Devon.
I never really got into that Tekken.
I always heard about Tekken, but I'm not sure
It's
what
like
it
all
was.
the blocks, wasn't it?
Mortal Kombat. Was that Tekken?
So she said she can still hear the old music tunes in her head.
Yeah. That's all it was. That kind of, like stepping stone music,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
On Callison, it's David.
Yeah. And it was like a conveyor belt with coloured tiles, and you had to match the patterns.
Isn't that what that thing is when you all get down? You have to match like all the fruits.
For jewels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it pretty similar to that, is
I
it?
think so.
Tetris is what Bridget said.
Yeah. What did you say?
Oh, Caramel's saying, hiya, Carol. We always hear a lot of lovely things about you. Have you still got your DS? As you know, nothing lasts with kids. Our Oscar must have had about 3 tablets, and within the first 4 weeks, every one of them, the screen was smashed. Some of the DSs lasted a little bit longer.
We've still got a couple of DSs with like they're all like
hanging apart.
they probably still work.
Yeah, I'd like to play that again.
We used to buy the what were the little cards? Yeah. S4 cards or something.
SD cards.
Yeah, SD card. And it'd have like 60 games on. You buy it for like £20. You used to get loads of games on that.
Yeah. Oh, really? I wouldn't mind looking for them.
Not
that there's enough hours in the day for me to play it, but I wouldn't mind having the opportunity to. So, Devon Steve says, first thing I bought was a Commodore 64, was it, Devon Steve, in 84. Never could get the hang of that Camel Game 11. Did you know that one?
Mm.
I have to refer to everyone else because I'm not really sure. Commodore, that was it.
Cardinal's still got it, yes.
Brilliant.
I 69.
I found it
Bit
so
late.
interesting that we're so many countries apart, yet we all seem to have the same memories. Yeah, all doing the same thing.
Mm.
Oh, the Atari. You had an Atari, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't remember the ST 1040. That was the very first Atari one.
You said, yeah, in the cupboard, and I bought a games machine on BCTV. What's a games machine? What's a games machine? Machine Bridge. We do, you know, so much in common. So much in
You'd think
common.
they were trying to program us.
My sis and dad played Doom on a LAN network. That was fun, but otherwise not into gaming.
I remember vaguely that too.
What was that?
It was like a cage in the middle or something.
Was it just before your time, or?
No, it was around about that time. Sinclair ZX Spectrum.
My friend had the Bruce Lee game, best game ever. You'd have to go round to his to play it.
It'd take ages to load them computer ones.
Shall I send a link of me gaming? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go for a project. Devon Steve went shooting today, and the rifle and sight had the rifle and sight for ages. I was rubbish. Where did you go? And what were you shooting? Was it grouse or?
I'm going fishing tomorrow.
Very good. We might have to rely on these skills in the future. So yeah, no qualms or no issues with that. Yeah. Where did you go, and what were you aiming for? You know, some people who are willy-nilly and say, oh, you know, that's not right or whatever. I think it's absolutely crazy because there could come the day we depend on it. Yeah. Hi, Lorraine. Must have been using a pop gun. What Elmer thought.
Yeah.
That'd be me. Foot. Elmer
And then
Foot.
the little cork would come up.
Or the old one, bang, on the flag.
Yeah.
Shot a 9mm at range in Thailand. Got a close crop. What does that mean? What does a close crop mean? I don't know what that means. 69.
I don't know what a crop means, but
I've never shot a gun of any type.
Oh, yeah.
You did in cadets, the RAF cadets in Yoska. You shot rifles and guns.
it means watch out for me.
Arms up. You got me square.
We used to shoot pellet guns when we were kids.
Yeah, spud guns and
No,
stuff.
pellet gun, 2 air rifle.
No, we had catapults.
177.
So we'd do that because my dad would make me catapults. I had a spud gun, but I've never shot a gun of any type other than the spud gun. I've shot an air rifle.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's a
2
gun.
air
Isn't it?
rifle.
Would you ever want to shoot a gun?
Oh no, I have shot a gun actually because we shot the tin cans.
What's that Tin Can Alley game? The laser.
No, this was a guy called Mel Williams years ago.
Yeah.
We had some form, I don't know what it was, must have been a rifle or something. Yeah.
2 pellets.
I was only a kiddie though. We practiced a little the other day. I being the only female one. Good on you, Heather. Well done. One for the girls, though.
It means close rounds together in the border.
Ah, close crop. Very good. Spud guns were ace. Spud guns were ace. And they hurt.
So you got it in the eye.
Wow, did they hurt? Or right in the centre of the cheek or something.
Yeah.
Coming at you at a great force. They did hurt. When tatters were cheap. Yeah. One would keep you happy all day, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Pushing it right in until you broke the spud.
Yeah. Even the kids love the spud gun.
There's the link, but not blue. I've not seen the link bridge.
The rain's getting heavier now. No, there's no link on it.
It hasn't come through, Bridget. I can see your message, Bridget, come through, but the link hasn't come through, hon. So Devon says, targets at gun range, air rifle, shot LSR, SMG, and handgun when in the Navy. That was fun. Wow. Miss Carol. When David was in the Army Cadets, they had a parents' day and won the underground shooting range comp.
Oh, you did?
As I was nearest the centre of the target. Well done. You've never told me that, love. Fab. No, you're like that though. You'll just muck in and have a laugh, won't you, and get on with it. Good on you.
Everyone's been shooting guns, haven't you?
Today was a good day. Never have to use my AK.
Yeah.
When I was in the Army in the 70s, we used the SLR self-loading rifle. Thank you for the explanation of what the letters mean. Yeah, it was a good gun at the firing range. Self-loading rifle. My friend shot a gun at an Army Navy event many years ago, and they forgot to give a breast guard as it's a leather shield thing. She was bruised black and blue. Yeah, because people don't realise about the jump back.
And even when they get shot with like the vest on, it's still bruised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Self-loading gun. Couldn't get in the confined space now.
Oh, it's the reflection of that light. If we turn that light.
Yeah, can you hear the rain coming down really, really heavy now? You said it's calmed down in Manchester.
Yeah, we just had a big thunder and lightning just before we come on.
No, love. No, Bridget just says okay. For some reason, it's not sending it.
Mm.
So above Carol's is Devon Steve, and then just above that is your comment, okay. But there's no link come through, hon. Then we looked at some chucks. Mrs. Devon wants the fluffy ones. I just know she'll give them a name. Yeah, definitely. And it'd be so hard to eat them then, won't it? Because you've named them. Either that or you got a thirsty dog. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Chucking it down here. I'm in Manchester. Yeah, you can hear it behind us, love. We're not far from you. I mean, I wouldn't like to walk it in this weather, but you know what I mean. Closer than most. Boom. Thunder is next, well, will be.
Yeah, it is, Shelley. We've got a few now. We started off with one, now we've got about 6. I think the gutters collapsed as well now.
Send me some rain. You vanished. And as if like magic, we came back. Are we back, love? Hiya. I love this weather, though. I'm enjoying the breeze that's coming through. As I say, we've actually got a fan on, blowing some nice fresh air at us because got cool air. It's very
really
humid.
Close.
Yeah. Lost connection for a minute then. Must have been the thunder. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, so what's
Yeah.
going on with everyone? What have we heard, or what are we questioning? What's going on at the moment? Who do we think the pervert is that they're now going to talk about from the BBC? And do we think it's a distraction or not to hide something else from us?
We're not going to tell us.
Mr. Tony Bad Boy. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Wallflowers. I know all about guns. Can't believe you're talking about guns on your channel. You've been watching too much Funky Prepper. No, we started off just talking about
Video games.
video games, and it
And
kind of was a natural progression.
We're not going topping people.
No, but if you're going hunting or etc., you're going to need them. So you might be reliant on it at some stage. And for the people who are in America or in Canada, and they're trying to disarm them and take the guns off them, I totally don't agree with that. You know, what was it in the Constitution that they've got a right to bear arms, and I support that in the amendment. Yeah. Ooh, the BBC thingy that's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, they voted today.
So somebody
We've been paying some underage kids to send them pictures or something.
well, it's meant to be a 17-year-old, but we don't know if it's meant to be any younger than that, to send sexual pictures, and they were paying them for it. But these things keep coming out, and it's a distraction. Look over here, don't look over here. You know?
It's not like the BBC to be caught up in a scandal.
No, not at all. Not like them. Well, who do we think it might be? Anyone got any guesses who it might be?
Hugh Edwards.
No.
Is he the newsreader?
Which-
Yeah, I think he is.
But of course, it's a distraction. Of course, which one's Hugh Edwards? Hugh Edwards then?
He's the Welsh newsreader fellow.
See, it's that long since we've watched them. I can't remember which one's which. I know some people that I see on different links are suggesting it could be Jeremy Vine. But then, does he work at the BBC? I don't know. You heard it's a girl, right? Okay, a girl that was being asked for the pictures, or it's a woman who's being a woman presenter. Which way round, Karen?
Richard thinks it's Ed the Duck. It's probably Gordon the Gopher because his mate got done, didn't he? So
Yeah.
probably him.
They were all sus in the 90s, Bridge. And between us, Hugh Edwards. I don't watch telly, but according to Matthew Steeples, it's Hugh Edwards. Hello, Governor.
Hi, Tim. Where have you been? Hi, Jack.
Hi, Doc. Hi, Tim. Yeah.
Oh.
Hello, Governor.
He wants to be the English.
Yeah. That's it for me. Yes, a girl being asked for pictures. Oh, right. Makes a change for the BBC. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's absolutely disgusting and it's underage and it's still paedophilia. But the BBC males. Generally, it's young boys they're interested in, isn't it?
Yeah.
France is on fire. UK within 20
Yeah. We were talking about France last week.
Yeah.
It's still going on.
The riots.
Mm.
Yeah. 69. Split the dog.
Dog cattle, geez.
That was his name. I can never think of his name, can I? It says an underage girl when it started. Yeah. Well, it's the same as that Schofield chap, wasn't it? That kid was underage when it started.
Yeah, Tessie was saying how hot it was in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's really humid here and warm. Yeah, even though you can hear the rain and we've got all the storms and etc., it's really warm. Yeah, so is that when Tony Bad Boy says on fire, does he literally mean fire or
Right.
yeah. Yeah, it's going to be everywhere soon. They're going
Will
to
it,
do
though?
that big introduction pretty shortly of control and tighten the grip on us with the money and everything else. So they're gonna start the restrictions soon and clamping down. So there will be a reaction to it. I can't believe people are so apathetic and not reacting already. Not that I want to see riots. That's not
If it
what I'm
didn't happen with
saying.
the
But
lockdown, and it's not going to happen.
I know.
People just went along with the lockdown, so it's good.
It's disgusting people don't care that this girl and other children's lives are ruined by this kind of thing. It's awful that people don't, they go, oh, just another one. They don't give it a second thought. Self-centered. There for the grace of God. It could have been them, it could have been their children. There for the grace of God.
Shelley was getting a load of tomatoes.
And put them in the freezer for boiling water.
Yeah, the skins come off.
Yeah, it's such easier. Yeah. So what are you actually doing? Are you canning them just as tomatoes? Are you keeping them frozen? Are you making sauce? What are you doing with them, Shelley? It's a cruel summer.
Banana
I'm
ramen.
here on my own. It's a cruel summer. Now you've gone.
I thought you started.
The end of the BBC is coming. Well, it wasn't, what's his name, Noel Edmonds. Wasn't he supposed to have bought it a few years ago?
In the news channel about it.
Yeah, did he never buy it? Wasn't he
think
supposed
so.
to purchase it? And we keep hearing all this rubbish.
Jimmy Savile's mate.
Was he Jimmy Savile's thing?
Yeah, they were all in it together. They were all on radio.
Well, I suppose all of
One, they
the
were
whole
on top of the
BBC
pops,
and the
they
man
were
with the new ass and the whole of them are just
Yeah.
one big happy gang, aren't they?
Yeah.
Destructive, selfish.
The man with the new ass always gets a mention, doesn't he?
He does. The man with the new ass always gets a mention. The world is in meltdown mode. Yeah. The restart has been taking place for a long time, but there'll be the ultimate catastrophe in one way or the other, like it has many times before.
Back to the Stone Age.
Lives on the 10th floor, BBC, come and get me. My name is Luca.
He had to dress up as Mr. Blocky.
Had a girl and it was traumatised and being chased like kids. It's the decline of society getting off my soapbox now. Well, it is
Been in
because
decline for a while.
they de-educated society step by step, and it was a need-to-know basis of any little bit of information that you needed or any training for a job. Nobody is being told the full picture. Nobody needs to know the full picture. So the de-educated people, that's the decline of society, and they've done it on purpose. We're speaking a bastardized language. We're not speaking a true language. The vowel changes and everything that's taken place in history. It is, excuse my language, but it is a bastardized language that we're all speaking now. It's not how we're meant to be speaking. A few each week, spaghetti ball, pizza, curry, maybe salsa. Fabulous. Yeah, make the most of that. All you have to do is take them out, and if you have a crock pot or something like that, you can actually cook them down in your crock pot as well. I don't actually have a crock pot, but I've seen lots of people doing it. CBDCs, says Devon Steve. We may have a shaft of light in regards to protections. Read the OECD, CBDCs and Democratic Values paper the UK has signed up to. It looks slightly hopeful. Now, on the comments on the community tab, Devon Steve, if you happen to have a link of that, would you be able to, it won't let you share the link on here because Bridget keeps trying to share the link here. But on the community tab, if anyone would like to share the link in the comments,
send it by email.
We can actually get access to it. For some reason, it won't let you share the link on the live. And you, Bridget, as well, if you wanted to share that video on a link, it's probably easier to either send it by email or share it on the community tabs page. Doesn't matter if it correlates to whatever the community picture is or post is, but if I see a new link coming up, I know you're sharing information with me.
Vans have no equipment to detect anything. Yeah.
What's this? The
The
TV
TV
vans?
license,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You just phone them up and say I have no need for it, and you just get a letter through the post saying you're covered for 2 years. I've no need of a TV license. So for all my neighbours and friends, I make a quick phone call and they've got the letter, peace of mind.
And then they start bringing in, if you watch YouTube, you need a license.
How long do the cans last? I think safety aspects, people tend to say around 3 years, but in actual fact, if you've done it properly and you've done everything the right way, it's 5 years and longer. So, are we talking about the tomatoes and canning? So Bridget says,
A Molotov gift to the BBC. Well, that fella keeps going there, smashing the statue, doesn't he? He keeps going up with his hammer and chisel. He keeps getting arrested.
What statue?
The one above the BBC, the pedo one.
Oh, it's the
baby with the.
Yeah, penis. Yeah.
No, the vet made the sticky toffee pudding. Very good.
I also made homemade vanilla ice cream, cheeses and bought caramel sauce too, which made it too sweet, but it was so good. We'll make this now on. Well done. And the money you save, and it's at your own convenience, and it's in the freezer there now. You've got it. Fabulous. Yeah, Oscar asked to make ice cream again today, but unfortunately I didn't have any cream left because we'd made the rest into butter. So he'll have to wait till next time to make it.
And still put caramel sauce.
He put everything he could find on it, yeah. I had a blom of jam in mine.
They're on my case at the minute.
Who's on your case, love?
The Telly BBC license.
Well, just get the phone number. Tell them you're in no need of a license. You've got no use for it. You don't watch live TV. You don't watch BBC. You're not using it for that purpose. They'll actually accept it. They'll send you a letter saying that, and it's a legal thing, and that'll cover you for 2 years. In 2 years' time, they contact you again. I haven't paid a TV license for 7 years. We don't watch any live TV. And I've done it for friends and family, so it's a legitimate thing and you don't need to pay it. Do you understand what I'm saying, Karen? It's literally a phone call.
More of a radio BBC listener. Shipping forecast. Fisher German bite.
What does that mean?
Part of the shipping forecast.
Oh.
I only know that because of Kez.
Oh, yeah.
He used to listen to that.
You let Oscar watch it, and you put it on one time, and Oscar absolutely loved it. Yeah. What was the other one you watched with him?
The Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
He loves that.
He loves that as well, yeah.
He loves all the old ones.
Have you done a video on your prepping store cupboard? I would absolutely love to see your pantry. There's a reason I don't show my pantry, Lorraine, because of the climate we're in, and because of the finances and how I personally believe things are going to get much worse before they get better. Hopefully not, but I think things are going in a direction that none of us could have perceived before. And I don't think it's in my interest to actually show my pantry and actually have it out there in the public domain. Where I live, my security, I I don't feel it's in my interest to actually share my pantry. So unfortunately, I won't actually be doing that. I do share projects I do in the kitchen as I go along, if and when I remember to record them. But sometimes I do things and completely forget to record them, you know. I'm just getting on with the challenge that I've given myself. But I think a lot of people should be careful actually showing their pantries on video and to the public, because things are going to get much tighter.
I've just put the email address up there, Devon. That's a 0 at the end of Flowers Wall. Desert Island Discs.
What does that mean? Ignore the letters. They're not a legit company.
Because she's getting hassled by the TV license.
Yeah,
Her brother
yeah.
logged on the BBC last week on the internet, and now they're sending her letters. Yeah, you can't even watch the iPlayer without them getting onto you.
Yeah, well, we don't watch the iPlayer, not like that anyway. Well, yeah, you don't need to pay it. Just tell them. Just
tell them so.
no. Keep calm, keep your demeanour and your composure, and just say, I have no need of this. I don't wish to come into contract with you. I have no need of this service. Thank you and goodbye. Desert Island Discs. If there was a bung for the radio aspect, I'd pay it gladly. Shelley says, called Flora Incognita, being good so far. I don't know what that is, love. What's Flora Incognita? Have I missed a comment? I'm not sure. I saw the warriors of the pictures.
Yeah.
Dog, a fish, a German bite. Ouch.
Billy Casper.
You might get wrong.
Yeah.
It's not just that. It's just
draws
the
attention
whole
and
everything. You know, and I don't even class myself as a prepper anyway. I class myself as frugal. I class myself as organised. And yeah, I can conceive how it looks. I'm a prepper and whatever. It's just I don't personally use that terminology, and a lot of people now that are actually using the terminology, and they're not actually doing what it's meant to be. You know, they're actually trying to cling on to this status of calling themselves that when they're literally just learning little tiny increments. And I'm sorry if that comes across not very nice, but I perceive it totally differently. I hope that makes sense. Never show what food you're eating. So Tessie says, I continue to share my pantries and things like that, but there are some things that I will no longer share because I had a big time scare at our home because of YouTube. I can completely understand that, Tessie.
You've just got to watch out what you do share.
Yeah.
I know it's hard sometimes because you want to tell, you want to show.
It's not, you know, you're not boasting, you're not bragging, you're trying to teach people what's possible. But with the climate we're in, it's difficult. It is difficult. You are so very right. Things are very different now than they were a couple of years ago. And I'm double thinking a lot of things that I share on my channel. There are some things I will no longer share. And it's awful that we've actually been put in that position, Tessie. But sadly, we have to be self-aware. We have to accept certain levels such as that and be sensible about it. You know, we can act as daft as we like within our own remit and whatever we want to do, we can do that. But some things we have to be realistic about. Show and tells, yeah, safety first. And you've got a family to provide for and look after and keep secure as well. God, they'd laugh at me if they saw mine anyway. It's in a right state, isn't it? You know what I mean? Honest to God. So Karen says, I'll ring with them Monday. Been meaning to ring them for a while now. Yeah, just do it, love. You won't regret it. And don't
You
get
can
drawn
do it
in.
online as well.
Yeah, don't get drawn in. You don't need their contract. You don't need their facilities. You're not watching
You
live
don't
TV.
consent.
You're not doing it. No. You don't have to get pedantic about it. You just have a calm conversation, and it's a legitimate conversation you have, and you just have no need
You only
of
ask
it.
it a few questions. Do you watch live TV? Do you do this? And
Yeah.
say no.
No.
And then every 2 years they write to you again. He's still in the same position.
So 69 says, tried writing to the BBC. You presume I watched TV when I got my first flat. Didn't stop the letters.
Well, there was actually a guy I worked with who got done £2,000 by the TV licence people because he was watching it and didn't have a licence.
He must have opened the door to them. Or...
Yeah. He was Polish, I believe.
It's a free flat plant identifier.
I
Right,
did see
okay.
that comment and it went too quick.
Yeah.
She downloaded a free plant.
What does that mean? Roddy off predictive text.
I think she wants to put something in predictive text.
I have nothing at my house, nothing, I tell you. Exactly, Tim. Exactly.
All right, Devin, we'll have a look at that. He sent the link.
Riddy off. Rid E off.
The comments are going too quick to keep
I
up.
think I've got ghosties in this computer. I think we all have, love.
It's your fault for bringing all the
Timothy, you have
computer
more in
games
your house than what the average person does, but I won't say your secret is safe with me. But I happen to know what's in your attic and
up. You
basement.
said that last
She
week,
wants
as well.
them jars, Tim. She's coming after them jars. Keep it simple. Yeah, just keep it polite and to the point. Exactly. Just say get stuff BBC. No, I just have a polite telephone conversation. There's no need for anything. I just have a straightforward, polite conversation. Thank you and goodbye. And they're polite and courteous to me as well. It's just a straightforward conversation. It happened with me in radio show last night as well. Last night as well.
Why is it coming and going? Is it?
Right, you might be cutting in and out. What's she saying? You know, Timothy, that things get bad, you know where I'm coming.
Yeah, we'll all be over, Tim.
Yeah, we'll all be over. If you run out, we'll all dive off to Tessie's. Tell my boss on Wednesday, obtuse pedantry makes me not want to help. Jaws is just the tip of the iceberg. That boy's got everything that I've always wanted. He's got everything that you could imagine. It's pretty neat. He put at the store. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. And that's basically what your larder or your pantry should be about, isn't it? You know, instead of having to dash out, you've got that spare item or a couple of spare items, and you go to your own shop in your own home and you get that item and you replace it and you take it in to your kitchen store cupboard, you know. Yeah, that's fabulous, Tim. Well done. Get stuffed as polite, says Bridget. Well, I'm a bit more politer than that because you just don't need the animosity. Some things, you know, what's my saying, Oscar? You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. You know, and I always tell the boys that you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Hi, Deborah. Lovely to see you, hon.
Hi, Deborah.
Yeah, I've seen you for a while. Are you well?
That's it. If they come to your door, don't engage.
You make them a cup of coffee, don't you?
I think the commercials do come up, guys, but that's how we earn money to keep afloat at the moment. So the commercials do play, and I think once you watch them for like 30 seconds,
I think they're only on for 5 seconds.
they're on for 5 seconds, then that's okay. But that's how we earn money through YouTube to be able to carry on doing it. So just keeps us afloat, really. Mortgages have shot up. As I say, we're paying another £400 and odd on top of the mortgage of what we were paying last year. And by the end of the year, we'll be adding another 200 or so onto that, because it'll be going up to
It's only
6.
going to go up even more.
It's going up to 6.5, isn't it, by the end of the year?
So they say,
The tax rate, yeah.
The interest rate.
Interest rate, yeah. You've been busy, Deborah. Well, that's good to hear. So long as you're doing okay and you're healthy, it's lovely to see you. They don't travel well. What's the modus of an American? Don't get that. But they entered Camborne. I was raised there. Yeah, it's that time of year, Deborah. There's so much to do out there. We've been delayed. We've lost a week and not gone back out, have we?
Rain.
I'm hoping with Oscar being here and Mr. Wallflower's off work tomorrow, I'm hoping the rest of that wood can get chopped and we can crack forward and doing that.
With the weather.
We'll see. I just caught sight of my arm. I caught it on the
door handle thing.
Not the handle.
Just sticky out.
There's the bit that moves in and out when you pull the handle up and down. So my skin's getting thinner as I'm getting older. Yeah, I've been rubbing some moringa oil on it and hopefully it'll heal quickly. Yeah, tore myself to pieces last night.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bridget. Mate, I do the same as well now, especially for those we love. We watch it because we know that's that creator's income. How much did your electric go up, Heather?
It's supposed to be going down. They froze the prices, or they put the prices down. So it should be going down. Have you seen?
Oh, we've missed you too, Deborah. Could you tell straight away when I spotted you?
I mean, have you watched the video of Win with a bank and
I don't know if you say your name.
Yeah.
But the lady who I had to help with the banking situation, they took advantage of her completely. So from £400 a month all in for all the coverages, I got it £62 for the gas. I got it to £32 for the electricity, and I got it to £22 for the covers, for the insurance, for the pipes, electrical, etc. So what was that?
Like 54.
Yeah, so I got it down to about £120 from 400 and odd. Yeah. So the difference, you really need to assess it. You need to phone them. You need to ask them if you're in credit,
if you're on the best rate, and
if you're entitled to any benefits related to it within.
I mean, they were still taking that money every month, and she was hundreds and hundreds in credit.
She was just under £1,000 in credit.
You think they would have said before that, "Oh, you're getting too much credit here. You need to sort something."
They're not looking out for our interest, Brian. They're just going to take it and take it and take it. See, we don't drink cold tea, Tessie. And Tessie's asking Tim if she can cold concentrated tea. It's a new concept for us, for Brits, really. And my youngest Oscar, he will drink cold tea and cold coffee in the refrigerated cans. But as an older generation, we're not used to it, and it's not something we would do,
Hot tea.
It's always got to be hot for us, no matter whether it's hot weather, cold weather, it's always got to be hot for us. To have cold caffeine drinks to us isn't normal. But the younger generation, they're used to it now, so they will drink iced coffee, iced tea, different things. So sometimes when I'm at the food initiatives, I will pick up bottles of iced tea, cans of the coffee, only because I'm getting them at a cheap price and I'm able to pick them up, and I know he'll enjoy it when he comes. But yeah, if it is such a thing, Tessie, and you do make it, I might duplicate that and make some for them because they drink it, but we wouldn't touch it. We wouldn't give you a thank you. It just doesn't seem right to us, doesn't set with us. Almost double, no charges, no changes here. That's crazy, that. You need to give them a call, Heather, and you need to ask for a breakdown. You need to give them your meter reading, because most things are an estimated reading. So, Heather, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm trying to help you as best as I can. Take a reading, both of your electricity and your gas. Phone your company. Give them the new up-to-date reading.
Ask them what's your best rate, so you're on the best rate that you can be on.
And ask them, can you lower that rate, but it still cover you for the next 6 months or to the end of the new year? And ask them what's the best amount you can pay each month and still stay above, and just assess it. It's worth a phone call. You might pay a couple of bob for the phone call, but you might be able to save yourself a drastic amount of money. Please address it. Please look at it. Please take your reading. It could help you an awful lot. Hi, Decluttering Queen. Lovely to see you, hon.
Hi. Lady Sue is in as well. Lady
But that is fresh, right, Tim? I would love to make root beer to keep long term. Oh, very good. Now, root beer isn't beer, is it? It's a soft drink.
Is it like ginger beer?
Is it a non-alcoholic drink, Tessie?
Root beer, is that ginger?
It's something like ginger beer, root beer. Yeah, it's a soft drink, isn't it? See, we're not soft drinkers, are we? You drink your juice and your stuff like that, you know what I mean? But we won't drink fizzy drinks or anything like that.
Both looking well. Very good.
Right, this is a mouthful. Hi, Lady
Eddie and Seth.
And the Crow Goddess. Lovely to see you,
It's
hon.
Lady Suda.
It is Lady Suda. Well, I got that confused with another person, didn't I? Because of the name change. I hadn't gotten used to it yet. Really enjoyed that video of helping the lady. Do you know, I was so pleased to do it. And she's come and visit me every day at the moment, and we're re-going over different things. Thank you for the love heart. I really appreciate that. We're going over making sure that she's getting the correct benefits that she's entitled to. So she's had an increase on her disability benefits.
And the army have helped her as well.
The army have helped her assess some things as well, yeah. Because, of course, she's still taking cancer treatments. And different medication that she needs. She's 84, but she's disabled. She had a breast removed. She's got cancer and different issues.
Still out there doing
but she's as strong as an ox, and she's such inspiration. She can be very cantankerous and stubborn in her own right, but she's to be admired for what she does. Really, she really is. I was so glad to help her. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know somebody dealing with the same thing with their parents. Yeah, it's hard. It's difficult. Yeah, but you've got to do the softly approach, because some people, they're either too proud or they've got that feeling of they don't want people interfering. You've got to use the correct words and just do it with love. You've got to approach people in a certain way
the people
to gain their trust, to allow
you
to help them, and you're the one helping. But some people, they'd rather suffer than ask you for help or allow you to help. So you've got to break through that demeanour with some people, because the last thing for them to discuss with other people is the finances. They might discuss a broken relationship. They might discuss cooking a meal. They might discuss other problems in life that they might have, difficulty climbing the stairs. But the last barrier for some people is to actually discuss the financial position, even if they're struggling. So, you know, it does need love and tenderness to get to that position where someone can trust you and allow you to help them.
But everyone that you spoke to on the phone from them companies, they were all really good and really wanted
helpful.
To help.
Yeah, because they understood.
Mm.
Yeah. Fair play to this strong lady who has cancer. My nan and granddad both passed from cancer. My granddad had duodenal cancer, and my nan had throat cancer. It's, you know, it's enough within itself to deal with. It's horrific. My dad passed of stomach cancer. Yeah, and it's so debilitating. You know, for us, she gets up every day and she gets back on and she rides. And she's, I say, she's helping the community.
She's been out shopping today and bought us a veg box.
She bought us one of these Aldi £1.50 Lidl fruit and veg boxes.
And she still drives. She's still got a car.
Very independent. Yeah. She's got a cat and she absolutely loves her cats. She lives for the cats, doesn't she? And she feeds them the best chicken and, you know, everything else. I lost my only sibling at the age of 37 to colon cancer. It's awful. It's awful.
You reckon we'll ever get a cure for cancer?
You know, that's a good question. Oscar's just asked me, do you think we'll ever have a cure for cancer? There's laws. Thank you so much, Caramel. Thank you. What a blessing. Thank you, love. I say Oscar's asked if do you think we'll ever have a cure for cancer? And it's actually illegal for people to try and make their own cures for cancer, and so many people have been prosecuted for different things. What was the gentleman who went to prison?
Mark.
One of our friends, other people here might have heard of Ian Crane. Ian Crane actually had cancer. He was a researcher, a reporter, a protester, a very active truther, and he did some incredulous work, absolutely brilliant work. And unfortunately, he got cancer. He had a friend who ran a company called GMAF.
Yeah.
GMAF.
GMAFF.
Which was a cancer cure company. And they were absolutely doing great things. And apparently this treatment had kept Ian. It kept Ian alive for a lot longer than what the doctors thought would. This fellow was building up a community and he was helping people. And yes, he was running it as a business. Yes, he earned money out of it, but not nearly as much as these doctors
Big Pharma
were earning from Big Pharma. This guy had what he perceived as a cure, and it was working and keeping people alive. GMAF it was called. I can't think of Mark's surname, and his ex-wife ran the company with him. And because they actually bought an aeroplane to visit another country to try and take the drug there to actually help somebody as well sustain their life, they were closed down, they were clamped down, they were discovered.
And they got arrested in France and then they got jailed for a couple of years each. I think they're out now.
But it's illegal for somebody to find a cure for cancer. How absolutely ridiculous is that?
Unless your government approved. And with the amount of cancer charities that are raking it in with the money they collect from everyone, and all the directors are all taking the money and they're on 350, 400,000 pound a year, some of the top directors.
Well, I'm late to the party. Hello across the
Well,
bottom.
there probably already is.
Hi, Patty. Lovely to see you, man.
There will be a cure out there.
We've been together 23 years. Who's been together 23 years?
Lady Ed and Seth and the Crow Goddess.
Oh, the two of them. Ah, right. Congratulations. Good on you. Yeah, lovely to see long-lasting relationships. It's the way it should be. The charity is helping help. Well, the businesses,
Yeah.
you know, the CEOs of these businesses are on, you know, vast amounts of money. They're probably on more money than our presidents getting paid, our prime ministers and presidents are getting paid, you know. A CEO of these charitable companies is a big money earner, you know. And unfortunately, we decided a long time ago, even when we could afford it, to no longer donate to cancer research and no longer donate to these companies who have CEOs on too much money, and then they're dependent on smaller people either working on a commission only basis, trying to grab in donations and money from the public. That's not wisely spent. It's spent on wages for the CEO and the board of governors and whoever else is running these charities, and it's not actually going to the purpose that we as the donors would be donating that money for. Maybe £1 or 50 pence might go in that direction of the £10 or £20 monthly donation. The rest is going on a wage bill for these business people. No, it's not right. So Bridget says, as is it tainted blood, the NHS is just annoyed by the fact that tainted blood victims that the NHS caused are still alive. They will be, because you're a living live witness. You know, your testament. That's it. Hiya. You would have to prove it works, but that would take time. Exactly. And as I say, with the cancer treatments and with the different things, they were working. And if a couple of years isn't time enough, how long is time sustaining a life?
Yeah, but they didn't take much time in trying to prove that the vaccine worked. They put it out there straight away and said, go and get it. So I like for them to do it when they want.
Hi, Jane. The same as taxpayers' money in the NHS. It is exactly the same. It is. It's all filtered in. So managers within the NHS hospital, you know, money for old rope, isn't it? You know, as just tying up the system. But it's another wage took out of the system, more money took out of the system. You're completely right, Jane.
You're going to give to charity, give to local charities that help local people.
Court case is due to conclude in 10 weeks' time, we hope. And are you actually attending, Bridge? Are you able to get there and voice an opinion, or have you put a statement in, or have you contributed in any way? I should imagine you would have. Devon Steve, 39 years strong this year. Not bad considering we only knew each other for 9 months. Oh, well, how long away? We're 27 years together.
24.
24 years married.
And what date was it?
Is it the 12th? 14th of September. I'm taking the mic. I always tell him every year that I can't remember our anniversary, what the date is, and he falls for it. He gets very sensitive about it. But I think it's about time a woman did it to a man and not just a man doing it to a woman. So every year I always tell him it's our anniversary on the 12th. And if he ever asks me what date our anniversary is, I always say the 12th.
And then you start to believe it then.
And I question myself then and I think, should I have said the 14th? No problem, Shelley. It's okay, love.
Yeah.
We'll put you on detention later.
Yeah. We received your note.
Well done, Bridge. Good. Your contribution is vital, love. Yeah, good on you. You busted.
You?
Yeah, me. Hi, Jane B. Lovely to see you, hon. I just got married in December. Oh. Lots of love and a good future to you, Patty. Hope the old folk get some Glenfiddich on me. Oh, I couldn't drink that if you paid me. I'm not a drinker. I did have, not long after my heart attack, I did start to take a small tipple of whiskey with
Hot toddy.
A hot toddy. So I added lemon and honey and hot water, and I was advised that it was a good health thing for me. So for a short while, I'd have a hot toddy as my evening drink and soothe me a little.
Started singing all the time, dancing on the tables, so we had to get that up.
You can't say that on a video, people will believe you. They've heard me singing and dancing stone cold sober, so it wouldn't take me much to keep singing and dancing, but it wasn't true. It was hard to do and to take myself back to those horrible memories, but it had to be done.
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to stand up for yourself and you have to speak. You know, speak now or forever hold your peace, and that was your moment to speak, so well done. It was like when I was discussing about doing the lock-on, being a conscientious objector. You have an open window, and if you have time to speak, you know, you either take advantage and you actually stand up for yourself and you speak, or you don't, you know. And that was the time for you to speak, Bridget. Well done. Dang, this goes so fast, can't finish my typing. Married my high school sweetheart. Oh, lovely. Lovely.
And how many years after you left school? Can't remember the day.
See, men have done it to women for years, and I just think it's so funny if a woman does it. I think it's hysterical. Whiskey and hot water is good, hot toddy. Yeah, it's good for you as well. And it took me a while to drink it, you know, because it's not what I do, but I did it. Oxymoron, don't buy tea, Maria. Yeah. I remember you from last week, love. You had to retire early for the evening, didn't you?
Can I please be excused? Sir.
23,500 witnesses and still the NHS said it won't. Well, they're going to, aren't they? They're going to. But if you have a strong enough team and they'll keep going and they'll keep going and they'll keep going, it's the legal team behind you as well, Bridget. That's very important.
It's book fast on speed.
So what's going on in the world, Mr. Wallflowers?
Not much that I've seen, but I think the only thing that I did see over here today was Ukraine again. America getting involved and poking their noses in and sending cluster bombs to Ukraine now, whereas every other country has banned cluster bombs and sending them to Ukraine. And saying to them, as long as you don't let them off in civilian areas, but yet they're banned by everybody else. It's crazy.
And what was the cost of them?
Oh, millions and billions, isn't it? But I mean, why send cluster bombs in when they're banned by everyone? Are they trying to escalate the war?
And they went directly from here to the Ukraine, or from
No,
where?
from Biden signed off the thing to say he was sending them.
So it came from America.
Yeah. But where's all these?
And do we know quantities, or I mean, is it vast amounts of?
Will be.
And what will
They
they
said
do?
that they're only sending them because Ukraine are running out of ammunition. So it's to prolong the war, or to increase. And where's all the peace envoys going over and trying to?
It's crazy, isn't it?
1% failure rate on cluster bombs.
We love you too, love. Don't give up. Don't give up. You'll get there. We struggle to keep up with all the comments, Patty, but we try and keep up with as many as we can. We try and keep the threads going. And we do well for a memory thing, don't we, to come back to and join them up. So don't give up,
try and
love.
keep up and miss comments as well. That's it. The clusters are set off the mines that are already
Thanks,
there.
Bridget.
I mean, cluster bombs, they drop them and it explodes, and then it explodes hundreds of times more than as it bounces along.
So what's he saying? The failure rate on them is acceptable.
JNB saying she's sick that the cluster bombs are being sent.
Yeah.
But Biden's and Ukraine are inextricably linked, aren't they?
That's a big word for you.
Yeah.
There will be gas. There will be eventually. You know,
That's
something catastrophic is going to happen, you know, to end this period of humanity, isn't there? You know, of some sort. The Great Reset, isn't it?
That's it. War makes money.
Oh, see you soon, love. See you soon. You take care. It's been lovely to see you.
Yeah, nice seeing you. Or
a nuclear accident.
Well, they were saying that the other day. Ukraine blamed
Night, love.
the nuclear power station that Russia are in control of. They said they've seen bombs being strapped, Russian bombs strapped to the nuclear reactors.
Somebody was saying, not all out, just those tactical ones. Bloody horrid for the people in the area. You can't believe that they're even talking about it, really. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. It is. It's all about money in the end, love. Yeah, you're right. War makes money.
The war's going too slow.
War creates jobs.
So they're trying to kick it off even more now. It's been going on now for
It's
over 12
horrific, but
months.
that's what they do. Yeah, it's a cycle, isn't it? We've seen it all before. There's nothing new under the sun.
You want to escalate it and get it up and running. Because the pandemic didn't work, so you've got to come up with something else now. Yeah, BlackRock have already got the contracts to rebuild Ukraine. They don't even know how much.
That's it. Crazy, isn't it? Right, we're going to have to wish you all good night. We're going to be back on tomorrow evening. Oh, hi, June.
Hi, June. I've got 2 minutes yet.
Oh, we've got 2 minutes. We're going to be back on tomorrow night for the quiz. And we'll have a good look, see what prize we're going to put on for tomorrow night.
Got to get some more questions. I think the music one we've done that.
Yeah, we've finished that music one, so we'll look for another pre-great game before Obama Llama.
Oh, we'll have a look for the 60s music, Charlie.
Hi, Anne. Didn't see you. There's the first time seeing your name, love. Everyone's saying good night.
The comments are going crazy now. That's it.
That's what
There's either the
pandemic
next
ticks with some
pandemic,
disease, and like it was, yeah,
or the
definitely.
bird flu.
Gee whiz quiz. There's no 60s. Go on, Caramel. You'll have to do some homework on the 60s.
Do you want a last week quiz? Last week music quiz?
We'll have to do so. We'll have to mix them in the 60s or 2000 to 60s. We'll have to look what pre-quiz we're going to do, because it just means what's available. I might put some Trivia Pursuit in or something like that and bring some of them out. Oh no, that Obama llama kills me. Some more British torture. You love it, really. Look at her laughing.
There's a fly in the bedroom.
In whose bedroom?
Bridget.
Oh, Pebbles is afraid. Oh, have to get the newspaper out, Bridget, and give it a good whack.
Oh, do you like Herman's home at 69?
He lived in our town.
Yeah.
Peter, he's actually from our town. The lead singer, Peter Noon.
And we know his brother as well.
Yeah.
60s, yeah.
Andrew likes the rock questions. Okay.
You like every question, Andrew. You got every question right. So.
Whether he's in the garden hanging out the washing
know,
or whether he's there doing it, he still beats everyone to it. So thank you all for your company tonight. Thank you all for just chatting and being here, being part of our community. We look forward to spending time with you tomorrow night and having the quiz and the giggle.
Don't forget revise.
Who was it Slate needs to stay behind for detention?
Oh, yeah. He popped out. Was it Shelley?
I think it was Shelley. I think Shelley has to
Shelley,
stay
you're
behind
gonna
for
have to stay
detention.
And if you run out tonight, we'll get you tomorrow night.
Good night, everyone. God bless and take care. We'll speak to you tomorrow.
Love you.